Now, the definition of the racing line is the line around the track taken by a driver to achieve the fastest lap time. But what does this mean? What does it look like? Is it some magical force that carries a driver around the track, or is it just a line painted around the edge of a circuit? And how do we work it out without using all this? The racing line tries to widen the track, which is often why you see drivers getting penalties for what is called extending the track. This is due to circular motion, where the lateral force from the grip of the car is pulling it inwards, and the forward force from the car is driving it forwards. To drive in a tighter circle, you'll need more grip, so the driving force or speed has to decrease with it. Therefore, we want to increase the radius to make the corner into as much of a straight line as possible, as if you turn less, you'll lose less speed. When working out a racing line, it could be split up into different sections: brake, turn, apex, accelerate. The racing line starts before you arrive at the corner, when the car should be at the outside of the track so that we can increase, you guessed it, the radius of the corner. You want to brake as late as possible to carry as much speed into the corner, but not too late, as you'll then not be able to turn in to meet the apex of the corner, which is called understeering. You then turn in to meet the apex, a point on the inside of the corner, which without any other affecting factors will be in the middle, usually on a curb. A driver then continues to let the car run out to the edge of the circuit, accelerates, and take a bow. That's your corner. However, the point of the racing line is to decrease your lap time, not just your time through one corner. This means that it isn't always as simple as finding the mathematical apex, or the one in the middle, taking it, accelerating away and continuing on with your merry day. Sometimes we take what is called an early apex, and the clue is in the name of this one. This just means that the point we touch on the inside of the track is closer to the start of the corner. For example, we could take an early apex by decreasing the amount you have to turn in and therefore slow down to maximise the entry speed, but in turn increase the amount of time you need to wait before getting on the power as you're still turning out of the corner. This may seem stupid to you, as surely we want to get going more quickly as soon as we can, but if this corner here was followed by more corners with no straight in between, then we care more about our on-track position than speed, so an early apex may be good. In a complex of turns like this, you may want to take an early apex to position yourself well for the next few corners, which will be taken in a normal, more mathematical way, and then at the end take a late apex to maximise your acceleration. Hang on, what was that I just said? A late apex? What's that? Well, after our fictional corner here, a straight has appeared, and what a driver wants to do is maximise their top speed on said straight, aka they want to be accelerating as soon as they can after the corner. Therefore, a driver will brake slightly later and harder, turn into the corner later, taking what is called a late apex, aka the apex is further on in the corner. However, with everything, there are some exceptions. For example, in the wet, it's better to carry momentum rather than braking and accelerating hard, as the car is much likely to spin, so it would take a wider line, increase the radius, carry momentum, and maybe not hit the apex at all. This line is also taken for other reasons too, as if there have been dry sessions previously, there will be a layer of rubber on the normal line, which will decrease grip and traction, especially out of low-speed, high-acceleration corners. Also, if you are overtaking or defending, that all goes out the window. Drivers try to get past usually on the inside, because as explained you can accelerate earlier, but usually anything goes. The track surface may change too, with debris and bits of rubber from the tyres called marbles on the track. There are also bumps, like at Monaco exiting Casino, and sometimes you take a less optimal line as the curbs are too high and may damage the floor of the car. Or because there is a wall or gravel trap on the outside of the turn, meaning that it would be risky to let the car run out to the edge of the circuit completely. But that's it when it comes to the racing line. I hope you enjoyed watching this and are now completely up to speed with the racing line and will understand exactly what the commentators mean next time you hear them say it. And the only mathematical term we've used is radius. Make sure to join me next time, and the only thing left to say is thank you very much for watching and have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.